Pillar Troop Shop, Niko's little sister. I'm a first-class scout in Troop 6110, and I'm your master of ceremonies for this afternoon. Please stand for the posting of the colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the Scout Oath. Our color ceremony tonight is composed of scouts from both Troop 611 and 6110.
Color guard for march. Color guard halt. Cross the colors. Post the flag of the United States of America. Post the colors of Troop 611.
The rules of scouting are found in the 12 points of the Scout Law. As a candle is lit for each point of the Scout Law, let us pay careful attention to the words we rededicate to ourselves contained in these words. Oh yeah, you guys can say that.
A scout is trustworthy.
A scout tells the truth, keeps their promises. Honesty is a part of the code of conduct.
A scout is loyal.
A scout is true to their family, friends, scout leaders, school, nation, and world community.
A scout is helpful.
A scout is concerned about other people. They willingly volunteer to help others without expecting payment or reward.
A scout is friendly.
A scout is a friend to all. They are brother or sister to other scouts. They seek to understand others. They respect those with ideas and customs that are different from their own.
A scout is courteous.
A scout is polite to everyone, regardless of their age or position. They know that good manners make it easy for people to get along.
A scout is kind.
A scout understands their strengths in being gentle. They treat others like how they want to be treated. They do not harm or kill anything without reason.
A scout is obedient.
A scout follows the rules of their family, school, and troop. They obey the laws of their community and country. If they think the rules and laws are unfair, they try to have them changed in an orderly manner rather than disobeying them.
A scout is cheerful.
A scout looks on the bright side of life. They cheerfully do tasks that come their way. They try to make others happy.
A scout is thrifty.
A scout works to pay their way and to help others. They save for the future. They protect and conserve natural resources. They carefully use time and property.
A scout is brave.
A scout faces danger even if they're afraid. They have the courage to stand up for what they think is right if others laugh at them or threaten them.
A scout is clean.
A scout keeps their mind and body fit and clean. They go around with those who believe in living by these same ideas. They help keep others home. They help keep their home and community clean.
A scout is reverent.
A scout is reverent towards God. They are faithful in their religion. They respect the beliefs of others. I would now like to introduce Mr. Allen, Troop 611 Scoutmaster, to provide the Eagle introduction.
All right, let's give you guys a big round of applause. But first, welcome to Troop 611's Court of Honor, a ceremony that marks not just a significant achievement in the life of Niko, but also a heartfelt celebration for Troop 611. This year we're taking great pride in commemorating 50 years of Troop 611. And throughout that time, we've witnessed 33 outstanding scouts earn this prestigious rank. Niko is number 34. Before I jump into my introduction about Niko and the Eagle, I want to introduce a few people in the room right now. First off, I want to welcome Mark Saxon, the CEO and the Scout Executive of the Green Mountain Council. Welcome, Mark. We have Tom O'Keefe out here, who's our COR, he's our charter rep at the Rotary. We have our troop chair, Tim Dart, who's out there. There he is, Tim. Thank you, Tim. Our Commissioner and XO, Tom O'Donnell, Colonel Dean, there you go. We are so lucky to be able to use this facility and the great partnership we have with the church. And Father Naples is in the crowd today. Father, where are you at? Footnote, Father is also an Eagle Scout. I'm just going to put that out there. Okay. But this is all about the boys at the end of the day. It's about our scouts, boys and girls, because we have a troop 6110. But we have our 611 SPL. Thomas here representing all the troops from 611. There you go. Is Mia? Mine? Is Mia? Mia? Where's the SPL for 6110? So let's talk about some of the family members who came in. Ellen Pasharian, who is Alex's godmother. She is in the crowd somewhere, maybe. Is she here? Okay, not yet. We'll be here. All right, I'm going to do the best I can here. Emily, and Jake, and Wesley, and Dee, and Calvin, Savio, right? Am I missing somebody? Savio, yeah. All the cousins have come in. Stan and Lori, Vanessa, there you go, the grandparents are here. I also want to identify a really special team here tonight that's gotten a little bit close to Niko in the last 2 years, and that's the UVM care team here. Not only his benefactor for the project, but the entire UVM team. Thank you for coming today. It's been awesome. So, there's some people here who don't really know a lot about scouting because they're coming here for Niko and may not have as much information about what scouting is all about. I just want to point something out. To reach this point, this award is not just an award, but it's a testament to the years of dedication, skills, and leadership that Niko has shown, but more importantly, friendships along the way. Only 4% of all scouts in scouting actually attain this rank. This path requires 21 merit badges to get. We're going to talk about some of the merit badges in a minute. Niko far exceeded the number he had to actually get, but to get those merit badges, it's around community service, it's around 20 nights of camping, it's around teaching younger scouts how to be scouts. It's to show leadership, and the culmination of all this is something called the Eagle Service Project that many of us know about and have heard about. And this obvious service project, you have been living under a rock for the last 8 months if you didn't know about Niko's Eagle project. We'll talk about that in a minute. But really, it's not necessarily about the requirements knocking it off. It's how you grow as an individual and as a leader. And I gotta tell you, one thing we want our scouts to learn is resiliency and to rise above. And Niko's been thrown more obstacles in the past 18 months than any kid should have to get this award. So, Niko, super proud of you to get to this point. We've been waiting for this, but it's even hard when you're not going with what Niko is going through, and only 4% of the scouts in the world get it. And you think about some of these people who got it: Neil Armstrong, President Ford. One of my favorites is Mike Rowe, Dirty Jobs. He's the Eagle Scout, right? Steven Spielberg was one. Zach, his name. Galifianakis, Eagle Scout, right? So in our community, you always find more and more people about who's been an Eagle Scout has actually, achieved this. But the trail to Eagle is not easy. And Niko's trail literally started on a trail. Okay? So I'm going to talk about it. We just learned about the Scout Law and the Scout Oath. I'm going to talk a couple things about Niko and the trail to Eagle and some of the, attributes that I've seen in Niko over these years. So years ago, got a 9-year-old on a trail going up Snake Mountain and runs into these kids wearing backpacks. Little did he know they were planning or training for a trip called Philmont. And he talked to them the entire hike, and they told him everything about scouting. And at the end of that trip, they turned to Heather and said, "You gotta go find this kid back, because he's in." Think about it as I look at you boys. A scout is kind. If those scouts didn't interact with Niko on the trail that day, Niko wouldn't be sitting here right now. They just blew him off. If they didn't demonstrate a scout is kind, I don't know if Niko would be an Eagle with us today. He's done multiple summer camps down at Mount Norris, Hidden Valley, Treasure Valley. But my wonderful, heartfelt memory of camp for Niko was the Wilderness Survival Merit Badge. So, Wilderness Survival Merit Badge in Vermont. That night, we actually got freeze points, meaning it went to freezing temperatures in July. Okay? So Niko that night with a knife, a poncho, or basically a tarp, a blanket, and 550 cord, had to survive the night. And he comes walking into camp the next morning looking like he just went through it. And at the end of the week, Niko could not start a fire with flint and steel. He did all that work and didn't get the merit badge. He did get the merit badge eventually. But you know what? That's the resiliency we want, and what's funny is I got a smile out of him even at the end of that. And I think about it, the scout is cheerful. And that's the one point that I saw, the most cheerful he's even been, even in the face of resiliency. I think about sea base, and we were floating in the Atlantic, and one of our scouts was trying to complete citizenship of the World Merit Badge because he's going to age out in like 6 weeks to be an Eagle. And we're sitting there, and somehow the topic of World War I came up. And we made probably the most interesting citizenship of the World Merit Badge session floating in the Atlantic I've ever had. And he sat there and helped William through his merit badge, demonstrated. He could have just gone up and hung out on the boat, but he demonstrated his scout is helpful. In his Eagle Border review, they asked Niko, "What's your favorite merit badge you ever did?" And he said, "Climbing." Climbing. A blur when you go through the Eagle Border review. And they asked, "Why was it climbing?" And he said, "Because I was with my friends when he did it." 2 boys down there in the end. And said that was an awesome experience because he was with his friends. A scout is friendly. When, on September 25th, 2023, in that corner, I did the Scoutmaster Conference for life, the rank before Eagle, with Niko. And we talked about what do you want to do. He's like, "You know what? I want to enjoy scouting this year. Maybe I'll be an SPL. I don't know. I just want to coast for a little bit. I got all my merit badges. I'm going to figure out my projects." Little did we know, and he became SPO in January. Little did we know the world would turn upside down on him 9 months later. His chill year was not a chill year at all. Just the opposite. But we're not going to define this night about what the last 18 months you've been through, 2 years you've been through, Niko. But I gotta tell you, a scout is brave, and I've never seen a kid more brave than you than what you've gone through in these past months. The Eagle Project is something that we ask the scouts to pick that means something for them, personally. And we worked together along with Mike Bushy, who was his coach. Michael's out here somewhere. And the Lego idea came up. And he only wanted to collect 70 Legos. I think we got 70 Legos in the first 4 hours we announced. We talk about all my honor, I will do my best to do my duty, and it ends with to help other people at all times. I can't think of an Eagle project more than what Niko did to help other people. I've seen many Eagle projects in my years of scouting, and like a parent, I can't have my favorite scout. I can't have my favorite project. Okay? But I gotta tell you, this probably is one of the most memorable projects me or any of these scouts or anybody in this room will ever remember for the rest of their lives. LEGO headquarters called me. They're concerned of the reduction of LEGOs in the state of Vermont as we approach the Christmas season. And thank you to everybody who actually brought LEGOs tonight. We're going to continue this tradition going into our holiday party at the troop level to be giving LEGOs to the hospital, hopefully forever. Because what a great project. It took a lot of people, Niko, for me to get in. A lot of people. So I want to talk about Mr. Kett, who was his pack leader back in the day, and then his first scoutmaster before handing the reins to me. He has so many ASMs that were involved, like Mr. Bushy, who was his Eagle mentor, and Miranda Bushy, who was instrumental in making this project go, and Miss Wyan, Marilyn's out here, trying to manage all of these donations that were coming in from across the globe, literally across the globe. All those scouts he worked with over the years were part of the ceremony today. Your project couldn't happen. You got individually your friends who stepped up and helped you while you're going through treatment to make this happen. Mom and Dad, it's been a roller coaster year for you, but this wouldn't have happened without your support at all. And then the UVM care team, I gotta tell you what, you guys have been amazing. You're amazing in the project. You've been such a great supporter of scouting. It was just awesome working with you, and I really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for supporting me. And Ella, hey, look, I'm the youngest in my family, and I know what it's like to try to follow the older brother. You've shouldered a lot this year. We talk about a scout who's brave, and Ella herself has been crazy brave this year. She's been an amazing scout. So this is just as much as really well, and I hope to see you up here really soon doing your part.
What is an Eagle Scout? Today we gather to celebrate an extraordinary achievement, the rank of Eagle Scout. To become an Eagle Scout is no ordinary feat. It's a journey that requires determination, resilience, and just a touch of that famous Scout integrity. If Scouts were an Eagle Scouts would be the conductors, leading with confidence and commanding respect. Let's not forget that the path to Eagle Scout isn't exactly a stroll through the park, though there's certainly plenty of hiking involved. It takes years of dedication, countless merit badges, and a service project that involves equal parts vision, leadership, and persuasive skills. These projects are more than just tasks. They are contributions that leave a lasting impact on the community. Earning your rank of Eagle Scout isn't the end of the journey. It's the start of something greater. The values, lessons, and skills learned along the way form a foundation for a lifetime of leadership and service. Eagle Scouts are the people you can count on, the ones who will not only find the solution, but also inspire others to join in. So today, we honor the achievements of Niko, who has risen to the challenge and soared to new heights. Your dedication inspires us, and your contributions remind us of the power of perseverance and service. Let us celebrate the Eagle Scout spirit, the spirit that leads, serves, and reminds us all to aim higher and do better. And let's not forget to enjoy the moment. After all, every great scout knows how to celebrate success. Thank you.
Thank you, Zach. The foremost responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to live with honor. To an Eagle Scout, honor is the foundation of all character. They know that a scout is trustworthy. It is the very first point of the Scout Law for a good reason. An Eagle Scout lives honorably, not only because honor is important to them, but because of the vital significance of the example they set for other Scouts. Living honorably reflects credit on their home, their church, their troop, and their community. May the white of your Eagle badge remind you to always live with honor. The second obligation of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. A Scout is true to their family, Scout leaders, friends, school, and nation. Their loyalty to their troop and fellow Scouts makes them pitch in and carry their share of the load. All of these help to build loyalty, which means devotion to community, to country, and to one's own ideals, and to God. Let the blue of your Eagle badge always inspire your loyalty. The third obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Courage has always been a quality by which men measure themselves and others. To a Scout, bravery means not only the courage to face physical danger, but the determination to stand up for the right. Trusting in God with faith in their fellow man, they look toward each other, seeking their share of the world's work to do. Let the red in your Eagle badge remind you of courage. The fourth obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be cheerful. To remind the Eagle Scout to always wear a smile. The red, white, and blue ribbon is attached to the scroll of the second-class Scout Award, which has its ends turned up in a smile. The final responsibility of an Eagle Scout is service. The Eagle Scout extends a helping hand to those who still toil up Scouting's trail, just as others help them in their climb to the Eagle. The performance of the daily good turn takes on a new meaning when they enter a more adult life, continuing service towards others. The Eagle stands as a protector of the weak and helpless. They aid and comfort the unfortunate and the oppressed. They uphold the rights of others while defending his own. They will always be prepared and put forth their best. Niko, you deserve much credit for having achieved Scouting's highest award, but wear your reward with humility, ever mindful that the Eagle Scout is looked up to as an example. May the Scout Oath and the Scout Law be your guide for tomorrow and onward.
The first patch I'd like to award Niko is his Eagle patch that he has earned. Niko, I also have a certificate to give you that is over on the other table. Again. Niko, this certificate you should always have, and you should always keep it. It shows what commitment you have done for Scouting and what you have earned. The next two pins I want to give out is a sign of commitment that both his mother and his father have done. They've been with him every step of this journey to become Eagle. And at this point in time, I would like to present Niko. This is your mother's Eagle Scout. Showing that her son has earned Eagle Scout. For everything that they have done. Niko. I have the same pin for your father, for everything that he has done in your journey. Please. Niko will be earning palms also for all of the merit badges he's done. A merit badge is something that you're interested in and you can learn more about it. And it's a study. And as you can see with his sash, he has several merit badges. And he can continue to learn and take more merit badges. We will be giving his palms out at the next Court of Honor for Troop 611. Will you please remove your brother's slide and handkerchief? Dad, will you present this to your son? Heather, will you please we have the Eagle Scout medal, and we would like you to place that on. Right there. Okay. There you go. Congratulations. Yep, we are not done with awards. I would like Tom O'Donoghue to please come up and present a very special award.
This is a certificate from a veterans organization, the military of the world wars, who would like to try to recognize folks who've done significant things in the field of education and patriotism. And Niko, you fit the bill in many ways. Or put it another way, this is another item for your resume.
At this time, I would like to invite Nicholas Bushy to come up and give the Eagle Scout pledge. Please, take your seat. And Niko, I think you're going to have to stand up here for this one. Okay?
I'd like to invite all the Eagle Scouts to please come up and stand beside Niko. Niko, I challenge you to enter this Eagle Brotherhood, holding ever before you, without reservation, the ideals of honor and service. By the repetition of the Eagle Scout promise before your fellow members, you will become an Eagle Scout. Though the words you use are likely those by which you join Scouting, they will mean more now than they could have ever meant to you in the past. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your eternal loyalty to the code of Eagles. With the words which close on the Declaration of Independence, Scout, parents, and guests, please stand, Scout sign, and repeat after me. I affirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I thoroughly recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example. My rank and my influence count strongly. For better scouting. And for the better citizenship. In my troop. And in my community. And in my contacts with other people. To this I pledge my sacred honor. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Troop 611's latest Eagle Scout, Niko.
The task of becoming an Eagle Scout is not an easy one, but it is one that I'm proud of. When I joined Scouts 8 years ago as a bear cub, I was different in shape, size, and attitude. Scouts has helped guide me on a more focused pathway where I've been able to give back to my community and myself. I've served not only the UVM Children's Hospital and my Eagle Project, but other organizations during my time. The troop has been welcoming for me, which is amazing. As a non-South Burlington resident, I was able to go and have these opportunities in Troop 611. I went to public service meetings and, spoke on being a scout, and I did that with the support of Troop 611. Troop 611 has supported me throughout the biggest challenge I've faced, battling brain cancer, and I wanted to now show my gratitude in this speech and share it all with you today. I have quite a few mentor pins, so we're going to start getting them out. My first mentor pin goes to the man that got me into scouting, who recruited me through reaching out via email, and his quick responses got me into scouting. Mr. Ted. My next award is for someone that has always been there at meetings to, help support us and give me someone to talk to. And Mr. Bill Huggett, please come to the stage. I wanted to give my next Eagle mentorship badge to my Eagle advisor during this process, Mr. Michael Bush. My next one is for my Scoutmaster, Mr. John Allen. He's guided me on this entire process and really made it easy and a good transition. And my final pin is for someone that made my Eagle project even possible. They counted money, they counted the sets, they did everything that we had to do to get it all submitted. And that's why I'm showing my thanks to Ms. Carol and Maya.
Join me in the outdoor code.
I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners, to be careful with fire, to be considerate the outdoors, to be conservation minded.
2. Color guard, please retrieve your colors. Scout salute those not in uniform. Place your hand over your heart. Color guard, return to ranks.